on Twitter and everything too, man. So so like I said, I try to support, and now that I got your YouTube page, I can put your YouTube and stuff on my Instagram page. Like, hey, follow my guy Poe. Saying X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good, man. I'll do that for you and stuff, dude. Ain't no problem. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Give me a second, because it was just repeating.
Yes.
All right, we good. Yeah, let me start the show. I literally keep saying that, but I had to pull up my script because I want to go by a script this time. I usually just freestyle the show usually, but I want to make it sound more professional.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got you. 100%.
All right. So today we got this is how the show is gonna go. Why SEI waited so long to fix the game? Why they still haven't hired the right people? Why they didn't secure the right technology? Why technology Ash really originally wanted? What technology you, me, and other hardcore boxing fans have been asking for decades? A simple layman's friendly breakdown of technology needed to make a real boxing simulation, and including how to authentically recreate boxers who are retired, injured, or no longer here. And I got Don D here.
Yes, sir.
Who we're going to have on the hot seat.
Yes, sir.
It's not a hot seat to me, but I want to get his perspective. On this show, we do not discriminate against any fan base. We all want the same thing, a boxing game that portrays boxing.
Right.
Even if we have options. That's my thing. Everybody think I'm just hardcore. No, I'm for options. I want the game to sell. I want it to be massive.
Right.
And to me, Steel City, they missed that window.
Yeah, they did. I agree. I agree with that statement.
Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna start off. See, my other hosts, they're not here yet. I don't know if they're coming or not, but we still hold it down.
Yeah.
This episode is gonna be called Real Boxing Games, Real Problems, the questions no one wants to ask with technology breakdowns.
Right.
Okay, let me see. Why has SEI waited so long to fix the game? What do you think? Let me get your perspective.
Well, I think they don't know how to fix the game, to be honest with you. I think they don't know how to. I think it's the disappointment from the community that they fear. I think they fear the backlash from the community of telling everybody, look, we don't know what's going on with our game. It's not what we thought it was. Here's what we think could be the problem in X, Y, and Z. But I do know this. I do know that if the game has been out already for a year, there's no excuse for this game to be in the state that it's in right now. You know what I mean? And I really do feel like that there's no viable excuse they can come up with. You can't say that money is the issue. You can't say the developers are the issue, because you're supposed to already have this stuff in order when you put out a product that there are millions upon millions of people that are backing this product and putting their time and their hard-earned money into. You know what I mean? So that's why I think they can't fix it.
Yeah, fact. My co-host said he's about to be on, so I was trying to read his message.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
I think they can fix it, man. I don't think they can. I don't think they will either.
No, they can't fix it because the way that they implemented things, it's like they try to rush. They had a product. It reminded me of actually when I was with Round for Round. Round for Round never had a game.
Yeah, they never did.
They just had the concept, the mental concept. And I kept feeding them stuff. And I said, hold up, where's the game model?
Yeah.
And they never had a game model. They was trying to get a developer to make the game model. But my thing is, you hustling backwards. You get boxers when you have a product.
Exactly.
And that's the same thing that I was talking about with Steel City. They shouldn't have worried about the boxers immediately.
Yeah,
They should have built the game and then later add the boxers.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you know what would have happened? You know what would have happened? Boxers would have been begging to be in the game. If you got a great product, they'd have been begging. You ain't got to negotiate no high prices.
No, you don't. Yeah, you're right about that.
And that's from my experience with getting boxers. When Steve Kim, I keep forgetting how to say his name. I'm just like you. We both be Steve Kim be saying, "Oh, it's hard to get boxers." No, it's hard for you to get boxers.
Yep.
I'm a boxer that, like a lot of these boxers, I know how to talk to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Butterbean. Butterbean wanted to be in the game for free. I literally talked to him.
Yeah.
When I was helping round for round, we had over 150 boxers. And they put a little bit of nothing. And most of them, their thing was, okay, we'll be in the game. And the reason how we got them, this is what I be trying to tell people. A lot of people don't realize it. Boxers want to get paid some type of way. They want some type of compensation.
Yes, compensation.
And my thing was, instead of companies giving them upfront money, give them DLC. They get paid off for the DLC.
Yep, like
but then it's up to the company to make boxes that replicate them boxers authentically. It'll sell. They will sell. Okay, let me ask you the next. Hold up. I ain't even answer the question because I gave it to you, but I didn't answer it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Because it's I asked you, why has XCI waited years to fix the core gameplay instead of addressing the issues early? And my answer was because they prioritize content production, new boxes, cosmetics, partnerships over rebuilding the foundation.
Yep, exactly.
Rebuilding movement, physics, AI, and animation pipelines is expensive and requires specialized hires.
Yep.
Which they never hired the right people for the game.
No,
and that's the craziest part.
No, they didn't. They didn't hire the right people. You're right.
Now they trying to hire the right people, but it's like kind of too late. That's how I see it. Is like you kind of too late.
Yeah, the damage has already been done, man. Like I said, the reputation for them has already been ruined and stuff. It's hard to trust. It's hard for me to go fishing in a boat that I know. If you bring a boat and we fishing in a boat and the boat's got holes in it, right? And you say, hey man, get in this boat again because we fixed the holes in it. Well, are you sure about that? Because last time I was in here, it leaked. You know what I mean? So it's hard to trust a product that has shown you that they don't care about the foundation of the game. They should have had core foundations of the game. I feel like it's three things that a great game needs. I feel like you need gameplay, immersion, and I feel like you need backing from the community for that game. If you got those three things, if you got the people, the equipment, the basis, and the motivation, you can do anything. So That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the lie that my co-host is here, AJ Pax. AJ Pax, you off. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, that's my thing is they hired them people for what? What are you hiring these people for? They're not doing the right thing. The only person that I kind of give respect to is Aimbot. Because Aimbot, he was like talking, even though I frustrated him a lot.
Yeah.
And Aimbot only know how to use Unity. And this game is not made for a Unity system.
Right.
Because everything that they say they was gonna put in the game and they want to put in the game, Unity can't really handle it. It can handle a little bit. They'd have to dumb down everything like they're doing now. So that's what I was like. I was like, Dad, Steel City, they like really missed a window.
Yeah, they did. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah. All right. Why hasn't SCI hired the right? We was just talking about this. Yep. Why hasn't SCI hired the right experts despite the problems being obvious?
Well, in my opinion, I think they haven't hired them because Well, okay, I'm gonna just say it. I think they haven't hired him because I think their pride is too high to admit that they need help. I think SCI should have collaborated with another company and said, "Hey, our team is a little bit small. We need some help with this. Hey, come help us out. You know, we both can share the money. We both can get in, but we make a good product together." Like Ash was talking about, he talked to 2K or he talked to EA or whatever and everything. You didn't do none of that because 2K next year, 2K got a college basketball game coming out, and everybody's gonna be playing that next year. You know what I mean? He could have got with 2K. He could have got with EA. He could have got with all of them and everything and said, "Hey, we need help with our game." But I think their pride is too high, man. I do. I think that's really what it is. I think they said we can do it ourselves. We don't need no help. We're Steel City Interactive and stuff. Sometimes when you building a house, bro, you need a foundation. You can't just get on the property and just start building. You need a foundation for your game. And now that they don't have a foundation, now they left out in the cold and stuff because you know where they're gonna go from here. People not gonna trust the product no more. The gameplay mechanics is messed up. The punches look crazy. The right hand straight look crazy. There's no creation suites. There's no career mode. There's no training game to teach you how to play the game. How can you trust a product that's missing so many core values in the game? How can you trust a product like that? Nobody wants to walk in that house like that. And I can't blame them for not wanting to help the company and stuff because they did it to themselves. In my opinion, they did. That's all I'm saying. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I think Ash was saying that as a swipe because that's one of my things. Always, because I always say that I have friends in EA and 2K. I always say that when I make posts.
Right.
So I think that was a direct swipe at what I be saying.
Right.
Because if you talk to these guys, because I literally talked to them and they was like, they like what ESBC was.
Right.
It was excited. They're like, all right, you about to make us get, the investors and publishers to get us to make a boxing game.
Right.
They were excited.
Yeah.
So when Ash was saying what he was saying, I'm like, I don't think he really talked to him. He probably talking to the people that got fired from EA and 2K. But a lot of them, they wasn't like veterans. A lot of those guys that got fired, they wasn't there for the long haul. They wasn't what's that? Visual Concepts. Visual Concepts helped EA. They helped 2K massively.
Right.
So I'm like, what are you talking about, Ash? Because Ash was like, he talked to the dumb.
Yeah.
Everything he was saying, he talked to the people that would not speak up. And they were just dumbfounded by being there.
Right.
And let me answer the question. Why hasn't SCI hired the right experts despite the problems being obvious? And my answer is because true experts in boxing, biomechanics, mechanics in general, sports, simulation engineer, real team animation physics, fighting game designs are expensive and hard to find, but not impossible. EA, 2K, and other indie developers do it all the time. That's basically what we were just talking about. SCI chose affordable generalists instead of specialists. See what they're doing, they're picking people that know a little bit about each and everything, but they're not experts in things. That's why everything is breaking, and they got to dumb it down. And what happened is EA is, that I'm calling SCI EA, but their thing is the base was not there. Actually, it was there, but then I hate saying his name because it's like Candyman. Will came in and he just destroyed everything that was there. It's like he was like, when he came, you remember when he came to Discord? I don't know if he was there or not. I remember. He came in the Discord and said he know of the game, but he didn't know what it was. Yes, you did.
Yes, you did. You damn well know. You damn well know what's going on. 100%.
I'm like, I literally talked to him about it. That's one of the reasons I knew that would attract him and help him. My thing was, I helped him. got him and Ash to talk because I thought he could help push the game.
Yeah.
Ash did not know anything about game development.
Right.
But Will did the okie doke. He came in, he cleaned house, and then he pushed me out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, man, like I said, that's really crazy. Like it hurts to, like I said, we both talked about, like, you know what I'm saying, in our own time, we both talked about, like, you know, what happened with you and with Will and everything. But I feel like all things happen for a reason. But I feel like it was probably in your best interest to not be affiliated with that too, especially the fire, especially the fire in the house that's going on. Because, you know, when it's a fire in the house, you got to get the women and children out. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got to leave the house.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I'm glad that you don't have anything to do with that, because imagine if you was associated with what's going on there, and what we're witnessing, in my opinion, is just a total eclipse of the facts. I mean, here's a company that came right out and lied about things that they said in an attempt to rewrite the history of what they think a boxing game is. It's unhinged. It's embarrassing, not only for the people that believed in the game, but also for those people that invested their time and money into the game. Because sometimes I think the way that they speak is sometimes it's without thought, it's without reason, it's devoid of facts, it's devoid of wisdom, it lacks gravitas. There's no real sanity there. It's like a child blaming a sibling on something else. He did it, I didn't do it. They certainly reopened the wounds of not having a boxing game for years from those people who questioned their fitness to make a video game, to make a boxing game, and to see whether they're stable. A company that's really, in my opinion, backed into a corner, it seems, by circumstances beyond their control and beyond their understanding. That's the truth. If you listen to some of the things that Ash talked about in their game, you have to be wondering, what the hell is going on? This is the game we're supposed to play and have fun in and be a part of and stuff. Certainly didn't happen there. In my opinion, it didn't. I'm just saying it didn't. That's what
this is something I want to talk about that we talked about yesterday.
Right.
Ash said the game is fun if you play it the way it's supposed to be played. That's crazy to me.
Hey, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Nobody says that about Battlefield or any other game.
Nobody.
If you play it the way it's supposed to be played,
how
you put the right mechanics.
The fact that they created a creators league in order to show people the way it's supposed to be played. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, like we don't know how to play a boxing game. Like we don't know how to play it. Like AJ, ask Poe. Like when Poe's on my channel, I play Fight Night very much like how a boxing game is supposed to be played.
And I respect that.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's just the fact that, like, he's saying that if you play our game, we're supposed to play it kind of plays like a game. No, it don't, Ash. It don't play like no boxing game, because it might be a boxing game, but it doesn't play. It's missing core mechanics or whatever. How does it play like a boxing game and punches are going through somebody's body and stuff? How's that possible?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: the expectations that CSI put on themselves, does a lot of this have to do with the price that game, that's the base price of that game?
Yeah, of course.
Because based on that base price, they didn't give us too much. They didn't give us, like, going back to the whole, we don't have a training mode, or we don't even have a like one thing I know is the EA always does is that they always have their training mode is actually the story mode when you think about it.
Right.
And that's how they do it. Something just to kind of get you the bearings of how the mechanics work. Not to actually box, but okay, how does this game work? But then if the game does work a certain way, then okay, then maybe you could bring in the boxing aspect as well. But
right,
they didn't give us nothing.
They did.
But they put a AAA pricing on that thing. But so that's one thing they got caught on. And I'm not sure, is it because the price is so high because of the economy right now, or they just bullshitted everybody?
Right. They, like, in my opinion, I paid $87.54 for that game. I bought the WBC edition of that game, and I very much feel like I didn't get my money's worth out of that game, because when the game first came out, the body blocking looked like the guy was constipated. Like he put both his elbows down.
Yeah,
like,
I remember that.
and stuff and everything. They still do that. The body blocking in that game, the Philly shell style, the cross style that George Foreman used to use, the traditional A. Only in the traditional A button format can you throw overhand right hand. You can't throw it in any other punch set. Like I really examined this game. Like I really put like the punch sets on different fighters and said, you know, like and seen like what some of the flaws were in what they do and everything. And there's a lot missing, like with the punch set stuff. People don't fight like everybody. Well, this game fight well. Jack Johnson fights like Jack Johnson, and Jack Dempsey fights like Jack Dempsey, and Manny Pacquiao fights like Manny Pacquiao and stuff and everything. Like no, it's that's just really a copy and paste. It's really a skins thing. It's really skins. Like for boxers, because every boxer punches the same. It's skins. If I got Manny Pacquiao, he punches the same as Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali punches the same as Rocky Marciano. It's really crazy, man. I don't like I said. I don't play that
you know
game.
what? It's an illusion because they can't. I don't know. It's almost too much. If you think about it, it's almost too resource intensive. If you were to copy every single posture of a real life person or a boxer in this case, right?
Yeah.
Every how
Right.
they move their knees
That's
or how
true.
they step. They can't do it. So what happened? So the end result is they're giving us the motion captures of how the punches come out or how the animation of how they finish the punch. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the thing is, once you take the video gamer's mind, and the majority of the video gamers are not going to be people who ever even did any kind of training in boxing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
What you're seeing is the reflection of how a person just plays the game. Then, because that's all it is at the end of the day. So that's why it looks like that, because there's no individual movement really.
Yeah.
They'll never get. I don't know.
It really
but
is.
my take on it from extensive research. It's not as expensive as that's them words they throw out there. I know all the code words they throw out. They keep saying certain things is expensive. No, it's more expensive when you gotta go back and fix these things.
Yep.
Because you gotta look at it like this: NBA 2K has over 500 characters of basketball players.
Oh yeah, 1,000.
They have and they have more individuality in them players.
Yep, sure do.
So when Steel City say that it's expensive to try to fix each individual boxer, you know why it's expensive? Because your setup.
Yep.
When I asked them to put the tendencies in there, you can edit it. You can edit each boxer in division. You can hire like 2 or 3 people that can edit the whole thing.
Yep.
They can edit the move sets and stuff.
Yep.
But they gonna say, it's expensive to do the motion cap. And in this age, AI can do everything that you need done.
Man, listen.
Literally.
Listen. Yep, sure can. Yep. You're right.
I did my research on that. AI can do everything. The only thing about it, you got to go behind AI and make sure they did it right.
Yep.
But AI can do everything that you want.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing they might have a little problem with certain animations. I mean, certain move sets and stuff.
Yeah.
Because some of it actually has to be motion capture.
Mm-hmm.
But the AI cleans it up, make it more fluid, make it more reactive and everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna jump to the hot seat right now so I can get this out the way so we can keep the show going.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, these are hot seat questions for Fight Night champion lovers. Not saying that you're extreme about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So you think Fight Night champion is realistic? I'm not asking you that yet.
Okay.
Here go the questions. All right, here we go. If Fight Night champion is realistic, why did the developers publicly state over and over that it was a hybrid leaning game? All right, go.
Well, I kind of don't think that it's like realistic or whatever. Like I play it realistically, but in a sense of like the mechanics and stuff, I play it realistically, but I feel like in the mechanics of the game, it's not. It's realistic to a certain degree because I like how the punches come off and everything in my mind. Like, because I feel like I feel like Steel City should have done what Fight Night did. Fight Night added tendency, they added the punch speed, they added the boxer speed, they added the damage output, they added the, you know what I'm saying, they added like all types of sliders and stuff. And I feel like that could have helped their game be better if they did what EA did with the tendencies and everything. Because like in my career, I can go in and say how many times I punched to the head, like what tendency I got to go to the body, how many, like my tendency to throw a left hook, right hook, jab, or something like that and everything. But I don't feel like it's real. I feel like if you play it realistically, I feel like Fight Night is a better gameplay experience than what Undisputed is. But I feel like if you play it as the quote your boy asked, the way it's meant to be played, you know what I'm saying? It'll make for like a better experience than what Undisputed does, in my opinion. It does. Like based on my footage, looking at how I play the game and stuff on my broadcast and stuff, I think it looks pretty good how I play and stuff. Because I don't be out there all rock 'em, sock 'em, left, right. I'll be moving, I'll be dipping, dashing and everything and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Making the game look like a boxing game because that's what it is. So I don't think it's realistic. I play it the way, but I think it's kind of a 50-50 like sim, like hybrid for that time period, for 2010, 2011, 12, for that time period. It was like that. So yeah.
And that's a good answer because it's been like 15 years?
Yeah, 15
since
years.
We had Fight Night. So technology extremely progressed. So whatever Fight Night champion was, Steel City had no excuse to be better. Much better. The only thing they did good was the foot movement. Then they dumbed that down. All right, let me give you question 2. If it's so realistic, why do punches phase through guards, arms, and bodies? Which I like really. I saw that early in Fight Night Champion development. I didn't see that in anything that you were playing, but I saw that in earlier development.
Right. Well, I think.
So have you experienced that?
No, I haven't experienced from like how I played it because, like I said, I looked at Fight Night before I started making adjustments. I said, how can I make this game better? I said, okay, they got tendencies. All right, let me slow the boxer speed down. Okay, let me try 90 speed. 90 speed was a little bit too fast. Let me try 80. I said, okay, we getting somewhere now. Then I'll put it on because the fastest a boxer can punch on that game in my roster is 77. It's 78 maybe. Yeah, I go from 75. 75 is the lowest you can go. I go from 75 to 78, and based on how good of a fighter that I think they are, I'll place their punch speed. So it makes for a more dynamic like type of gameplay because now you can see the punches coming just like you can in real life. You got quick jabs and stuff and everything. It's you know what I'm saying? Like it makes for a good thing, like the tendencies and stuff in the game. I think it does.
Okay. All right. Now, before we didn't rehearse or anything, so I wrote the questions down and I'm giving it to Don D like that. Before we go any further, Don D, tell us about your channel.
About my channel? Okay,
yeah,
well,
subscribe to
it. I'm a sports gaming broadcaster, commentator. I play the finals. I play college football, basketball. I'm mostly known for basketball because I have an extensive amount of knowledge about basketball and stuff. Being that I was a manager for Lawson State Community College, and in college I also managed at Alabama State University, and I was a manager down there at ASU and stuff. I sat in Nike Hoop Summits with Tom Izzo, Tom Crean, Frank Martin, some of the best college coaches to ever coaching the game, and they helped train me to understand the game of basketball and stuff. Like in my channel and stuff, like I said, we're good, down to earth, funny channel because Poe enjoys stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? Especially we do our Randy Savage stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, we be, we be doing our thing and everything. But like I said, man, I'm just a guy here just trying to reach the community in a positive way, man, because there's nobody else out here that I've been seeing that commentates a sports game while they play it. There's nobody out there that do that. Like people can either play the game or not talk, or they can talk and not play the game. I talk and play the game, give you a breakdown of what's going on in the game at the same time I'm talking while still not being hit in the game. There's nobody else out there that's doing that.
And that's I like that. That's great.
And so, you know, so I'm like I said, I just use my channel to help everybody, man. I'm not here to get bonus points. I'm here to help people get to where they want to be, because like I said, you can do stuff, you know, for yourself, but if you're not making someone else's life better, then you're wasting your time. So that's how I feel, man. I'm here for the people, man.
Yeah, because you have the mentality and the aura to be a great content creator, but
right,
that's not, you know, like for Steel City, but you like, nah, it ain't
right,
working.
yeah. Yeah, man. I don't.
So let us know. Let us know what social medias that you have.
Oh, I got X. You can follow me on X on Don D205, Instagram Don D205, Kick Don D205, Twitch Don D205. It's Don D205 pretty much everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? You can follow me there and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be on those sites and stuff. It's Don D205, man. So come by and check me out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there very much a possibility? Yeah. Yeah.
I heard the other day on AEW, I saw they made a bad little joke about Savage the other night.
You said they made what now?
They made a bad joke. There was Ricky Steamboat was doing a promo with those FTR guys, and they called out Savage, man. And they called out Randy's name.
Yeah, that comes from when Randy did that cup of coffee in the big time. Y'all ever seen that when he was like, "This is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's cup of coffee in the big time." Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time. That's where that comes from, man. So you know that's where that comes from and everything, man. AEW's a good brand. I like AEW. They're great. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's great that this was brought up about wrestling, because with wrestling games, the creation mode.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's,
you can see, that's the thing, right? In Fight
that's
Night,
money right there.
They had a creation suite in Fight Night, but they had a roster share, and on roster share, I could go download anybody that I wanted to in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From Shakur Stevenson to Javante Davis to Sergey Kovalev, I could download Gavatsky. I could download everybody that I had all of them in Fight Night before I deleted my roster like a jackass, because I thought that Steel City's game was gonna be great. What's up now? What'd you say?
And also they used to give us a face scan, so you get realistic 3D creation. But I figured they don't want to. I figured CSI will never do it because they don't really like the community that much. It's a matter of how to protect themselves, how to make money.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And
like I said,
and this enough that's dig into some more of my questions, but a lot with Steel City, even though Ash owns the game, it's his game. Right. Once you get investors and publishers, you don't really own the game.
No, you don't. Because that money gonna talk. Money talks above anything.
Yeah, because when you sign that contract, the publisher could actually be like, I have say so over this. I have more experience, because they going off of Ash's experience.
Yep.
So they say, you don't have experience. We know what we're doing.
Yeah.
But these are publishers and investors that mentality go back 10, 15 years ago.
Yep.
That's not what modern gaming doing. My thing as a publisher and the investors, you should see what NBA 2K is doing.
Yeah.
You should see what Madden is doing. You should see what all these games are doing, but do it better.
Yeah. It's no excuse for it. It's no excuse. Go ahead, bro.
No excuse. And their thing is they keep thinking that everybody is 10 years old and younger playing sports games. Yeah. Sports games always was for teenagers and adults. And most of them teenagers, they're adults now.
Yep.
So they don't that's why I keep saying arcade games don't really sell. They got to sneak arcade into a game.
Yeah.
If they put out Mike Tyson Punch Out right now, it will not sell.
No, it wouldn't. Absolutely not.
If they put out another Rocky game, it will not sell. I got the numbers. I got the data. The Rocky Creed and all that, it didn't sell that well.
Yeah.
They didn't sell big numbers because it was arcade. Now, when they say, all right, the most realistic game, that's what Ash was saying. And that's what Ash believed in the beginning.
Yeah, that's
But then
propaganda.
Will and other developers came on, they start pushing a different narrative. No, realism doesn't sell. How do you can say that realism doesn't sell when you never made a realistic boxing game?
Yep. 100%.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, let me hit you with question 3 on the hot seat, which hot seat usually mean when you keep hitting them with them. But what does the game? Why does the game ignore physics like balance, weight transfer, foot plant entirely?
Yeah, you mean Fight Night?
Yes.
Oh well,
All these questions gonna be Fight Night questions.
For its time period, it was back during the Xbox 360 days, and back then you were limited in the amount of resources and stuff that you could put in the game. But I do feel like for that time, it was the best boxing game on the market, especially now, because now people have found a way to manipulate the game and make the game better and stuff and everything. And I think I've done that. Like if you see me play Fight Night, I think I've done that because, like I said, the punches are much slower. You can see the action better and stuff. We go through career mode and stuff and everything. We be hitting the little speed bag and doing the heavy bag push and everything and stuff, man. So, I think for its time, it was like that and stuff and everything. But I do feel like if you gave Fight Night a remaster and you updated the graphics and the gameplay a little bit, only thing Fight Night would need is better footwork and graphics, and it would blow out the water. That's all it need is better footwork and graphics, and that'd be it, man. It'd be the best. It's still the best out there now, but it'd be even better. It'd be even miles ahead if it had great footwork and better graphics and stuff. But the graphics is still pretty good for its time, though, in my opinion.
Why do punches have identical animations regardless of angle, distance, and stance? And I was getting on them hard back then.
Yeah,
I want to hear what you.
Yeah, I don't know though, because like I said, like a lot of the punches look different to me. Like if I'm playing with Pacquiao, the Pacquiao punches look different from the Ali punches, would look different from the Klitschko punches, which look different from the Foreman punch, would look different from the Chavez punches. Like it's a lot of different punch variations on there. Then you got the speed, the power set. Then you got I think it's a few more punch sets on there. But I think, like I said, Fight Night is limited by its time. Hindsight is 2020, but it'd be interesting if we were saying this from a Fight Night that was made now versus a Fight Night that was made back then. The question I want to ask Steel City is why do all of y'all punches in every punch set look the same? You know what I'm saying? Y'all got guys scanned in the game. Y'all got Canelo in the game. Canelo punches look the same as Terrence Crawford's punches. What's the difference?
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And we sold 1.2 million copies of our game and stuff in 24 hours. Okay, Halo 2 sold 2.4 million copies and is one of the best games of all time. You want to know why? Because they had substance. They had substance in the game. Yeah. I still play Halo. I'm a Halo fanatic. I love Halo. But I don't love Steel City. I hate how they ruined boxing for me. You know what I'm saying? They ruined boxing for me, man. They ruined boxing games for me and everything. It's really sad how they manipulated the community and stuff. And you ask people to come down and pay the freight on a game that's $87.54 for a WBC. Then they put out, then they had the nerve to put out a championship edition of the same game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The same game. It's the same thing. We're playing the same thing.
Hey man, I'm pissed off, man. I'm addicted to buying the fucking DLC, man. Yeah. And I'm not seeing it. And 2.0 came out and the hot fix, and I realized it's the same. They fixed some stuff, but it's like, why am I buying all these DLCs, man? I don't get it.
That's what I'm saying. That's how
they're abandoning their game already. The game's abandoned.
That's what that was. You know how
that's why I feel like a sucker, man. Fuck.
Yeah, it's like a definitive edition of the game for real. That's what it is. This is a definitive edition. That's what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? They've abandoned the game already. They're moving on to Undisputed 2, man. They're not going to put too much more in this game. What can they do? They can't fix desync. You can't fix
Nope.
ghost punching. You can't fix
Nope.
certain punch animations and stuff in the game. There's a bare bones career mode. Creative fighter looks stupid. What else can you do to this game? Nothing. Chalk it up in the L column and move on. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. I just hate I wasted my money like that, man. I could have bought some grocery with that. You know what I mean? Crazy.
Yeah. They having in the chat, they saying that Fight Night didn't have good head movement. Then somebody said that the what's the name? I'm precisely said, you're insane. You know, Fight Night had insanely good head movement. It was okay. It wasn't.
It wasn't like modern day. It was good head movement for its time. Like by doing the sidestep and stuff. The sidestep looks okay and stuff and everything. And the bob and weave could use some work. But I think, and from a contrasting standpoint, if you put Fight Night against Undisputed or whatever, I think Fight Night edges it out, because even though it was a game that was made in this time from 2010 or whatever, though, I still feel like that it is better than a current boxing game, which is absolutely egregious to say.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
The thing is, Fight Night is a complete game.
Yep, thank you.
Undisputed is not finished. It's not a finished game. So my thing is, you sold us an unfinished game as finished.
Yep.
That should be against the law, literally.
Yeah, that should be a class action lawsuit, man. That's false advertisement. You know, you can't do that in Britain. In Britain, you can file a class action lawsuit against them for doing that, man. That's crazy. Like that shit. And then they put out, have y'all ever seen the commercial where Terrence Crawford is hitting the heavy bag and stuff in the commercial and stuff and everything, and Clarissa Shields is in training and everything, like it's got a training mode and stuff and everything.
Game.
Yeah, it's not
supposed to be in the game.
Yeah,
it's supposed to. And all the stuff. Do you remember in the beginning when you could walk through the gym and all that?
Yep.
Will got asked to take them things out.
Yep.
He's like, "Oh, we don't need that." See, if Ash would have kept talking to me and let me know, because Ash used to tell me everything.
Yeah.
And I used to tell Ash, I said, "Ash, stop telling me everything."
Yeah.
Because I'm not under NDA.
Yeah.
I was taking that as being professional. I was happy he was telling me things, because he was like looking for me to give him feedback and, you know, kind of school him.
Yeah.
But then no, to protect yourself, put me on the NDA or put me on board.
Yeah.
So it was Will that started taking out a lot of things. He started warding. That's why it made me feel like he sabotaged the game on purpose.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Will probably got stake in this game, which is stupid. If you got money in this game, why are you making it so horrible? Is EA giving you extra money, or some other company give you extra money to make this game fail?
Yeah. I just think that they don't know what they're doing. I think it's like there's water in the boat, and they don't know there's a hole in the boat, but they don't know where the water's coming from. That's what I think.
Yeah, but that, to me, that's an excuse, because you can when you hire all these veterans and stuff, you ain't got to know what you're doing.
Yeah, that's true.
If I was to become rich tomorrow, I know I don't know that much about game development.
Right.
I'm going to hire veterans.
Yep.
I'm going to hire a team full of veterans. They're going to make the game that I want.
Yep.
And my thing is, when Ash said that they said his vision was too over ambitious, I would have fired them guys immediately.
Yeah, 100%.
What I want is what I want. If you can't do it, I hire the people that can do it.
Yeah, you're right though.
And in this day and age, so many people are getting fired from companies. So you got a supermarket of people that you can hire.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It is no excuse. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right about that, man. There ain't no excuse for the game to be in the shape that it's in, man. Like with all these different development companies, you got AI that can help you develop stuff and everything. You know what I'm saying? And it makes no sense, man. For it was really a money hungry cash grab for it, because they realized the starvation of the community. You ever heard that saying? If you create enough hunger, everyone becomes a criminal. You ever heard that saying? That's what happens.
That's what's happening now.
Yeah, that's what happening now. Yep, 100%. Yep.
Yo, what's the name of that award they won the other day from that agency or
Oh
that
yeah,
foundation?
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought
Yeah.
that up.
They
They
won
won
the
an award
large.
for yeah, go ahead.
No, what
say
call
it.
what is it? No, you were gonna
They
say
got
it.
an award for the best large studio. Isn't Ash keep saying we're a small indie company?
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, that's exactly what he said. Yeah, we're
That's
small.
crazy.
We're first
Steel
time.
City is not an indie company.
Yeah, we're
Look
first
it
time
up.
studio.
Yeah, but if
But,
you
but
look it up, Steel City is not an indie company no more.
No,
They're double A, close to being triple A.
Yep.
They have 70 developers. They have a high-profile publisher. They
Yeah.
have 2 investors. That's not an indie company.
No, that's not.
But
That's not.
that thing is, if they keep saying indie, people feel sorry for them. We grown-ups. We ain't feeling sorry for you.
No, we ain't. No, You right. Especially when we spending our money, we ain't feeling sorry for you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And I hate when people try to defend them like we getting the game for free.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, come on. You got to give them this their first game. Come on, man. I'm like, come on, man, stop.
Yeah.
You acting like Steel City is putting money in you. They might be putting money in their pocket, but they like defend this game too much. It's not gonna get better if you defending it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's one thing that I liked about EA, and respect to Brian Hayes.
Yeah.
He was the head developer.
Mm-hmm.
He said, Poe, if you could get the whole community behind you and want the same things you want, it pushes the publishers and developers, even though EA was its own publisher.
Yeah.
It pushes them to make a better game.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when people say, oh, man, come on, man, why would he say that? Because Brizzle was a rebellious developer.
Yeah.
He wouldn't say it directly to them, but he was one of them guys that he wanted Fight Night Champion to be better.
Yeah.
All right, let me go get back to these questions.
but hold on, Poe. Just to add one last thing to that. So they win that large developer award or whatever, right? But then they didn't win one single gaming award. They won 0 gaming awards. Every gaming category award, they never won. That tells you what kind of game they dropped. They couldn't win one award in any category, even for sports or anything. Maybe even some kind of offshoot. Nothing. They won 0, but they won that.
Yeah, that's
because which is a fluke because the community was starving, man.
Yeah. But you know what that is? That's like you playing a football game and you lose in the Pee Wee League, and they give everybody a trophy.
Yeah.
So they still see a trophy.
Yeah. Yeah,
they said we gotta make something up to give them because they from the UK. We gotta give them something.
Yeah.
So they say, all right, the best big studio. Because
there's no they didn't even say what the criteria was, and I'm pretty sure the criteria was sales. That's all it was.
Yeah,
that had to be it. And my thing was, you had developers from other companies that was cheerleading this game in the beginning, and now they're puzzled to like, what the heck happened?
Yeah,
that's why I say the shots. That's why I know they watch my videos. That was a shot when Ash said that.
Yeah, yeah. This, like I said, they won that. They won that award because, like I said, there's probably a lot of money invested in that game and stuff and everything, and they were probably like an up and coming studio. But I be hating when they say like, we're a first time studio. You just gotta bear with us because this is our first time making a box game. Yeah, but it ain't no first time price either. It ain't no first time price for this game. $87. I can buy Cuphead right now for $19. That's an indie studio. You know what I'm saying?
No, the base price should have been $39.99 US.
Yeah, it should have been $29. You remember? I told Poe about this last night. Poe, you remember that? You remember that game ESPN 2K5?
NFL 2K.
Yeah, you know 2K5, yo. 2K5 was the best football game ever.
$19.99.
$19.
$19. Yeah, I remember that. $19. And that scared the shit out of EA.
Yeah, man, $19, yo. That game,
that's why EA
the game. The commentary was good, gameplay good, man. Hey, it was low key better than Madden though, for real.
Yeah, it was. And you know what happened? That scared EA so bad. EA made sure that they own the license to
NFL games.
That was
yeah.
for 15
Yeah,
years.
Yeah.
15 years,
That
man. Never heard of before.
Yeah.
EA started buying. He said they start buying everybody out because at that time we had like I think 3 or 4 basketball games.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We had NBA Jam. We
I
had
think Sega
basketball. Sure did.
Yeah,
had all that.
Yeah, we had a lot of basketball games.
Yo,
baseball
Sega basketball's 2K. 2K came from Sega. It's them.
Yeah, they merged.
No, Sega was Sega had Virtual Concept. They were under Sega, and then eventually when Sega went bust, and that's the thing, they let go all the studios and stuff. It is they what do you call it? They just rebuilt. But it's Sega, man. That's where basketball came from.
Yeah, 100%.
Let me see. Let me hit you with question 5. What's realistic about every boxer throwing the same combination with the same rhythm and same timing?
Well, I don't think it.
Let me answer it first because this is stuff. The stuff that I'm saying now, I used to get on EA about because even the developers are saying that. That's why I be laughing when people be saying certain things because you know how you are there. You literally hear the reasons why certain things is not done, but the community gonna make up their own concept. It was still, I mean, it was EA intentionally doing certain things. They were intentionally making the game a hybrid. They were intentionally dumbing down the game because I remember Brian A said we don't want the game to be too realistic. We gotta build to that. He said that was the way EA scripted it, even though he knows they was going to continually have a hybrid game. All their games was 10, but he said he was going to try to slip in realism as much as he could.
Yeah.
All right, now you answer the question. If you want me to repeat it, I'll repeat it.
Yeah, you can repeat it. Yeah. What's the question again?
What's realistic about every boxer throwing the same combinations with the same rhythm and same timing?
Well, I think that boils down to like punch selection for real. You know what I'm saying? Like it depends on how you play the game. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how you play. You know what I mean? Like because like when I play, man, it's not really because I'm measuring distance. I'm on timing. I'm seeing how he's moving. If he's moving left, I'm trying to move right. If he's moving right, I'm moving left. It depends on how you play the game. You know what I mean? But for that time, and I say that because I think that's where we need to. I think there needs to be like a fence there. Because like in 2010, that was the limitation of what Fight Night was. You know what I'm saying? That was its limitation and stuff and everything. So the punch selection of then, like there was always like meta in boxing games. Well, if I throw a jab or a cross, then that's gonna get the job done. But boxing heads like us, we don't start every punch combination the same. Like we always lead with the jab because you're taught to lead with the jab and stuff and work behind the jab. You know what I'm saying? You're taught to do that, but it's like for people who, I hate to use this term, but not casual in the sense of playing online, but like for casual fans and hardcore fans, casual fans are probably gonna lead with an uppercut, or they're gonna lead with a hook or something like that. But people who are hardcore boxing, people who watch the sport, we always lead with a jab. So our punch combination might look different in certain punch sets, but it depends on what the opponent is doing. That dictates how you punch. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah,
but you know it's one good thing in Undisputed. If you lead with the hook, you'll lose.
Yeah,
you'll lose. If you meet a guy who's working off his job, he'll beat them. I was saying 90% of the time he'll win.
Yeah, and I can quit the game and you'll still lose too because they got a quick glitch in there. So you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Is the click? As of 2.0, is it still taking? Is it still giving losses and taking points?
Yep, it's still doing the same thing. Yep, it's still doing the same thing. If I quit the game, I beat you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they can't fix it then. That's it. Because the early reports I read on Reddit is that it was that nobody was getting the losses. It was just basically assigning nothing. Everything was neutral. But I haven't heard any cases yet where It's like doing the same thing like from the beginning.
Yeah,
Lost and lost points.
yeah, it still does that though, from what I see and stuff.
See, when see now here go another me with my boxing mind
Yeah.
in my experience. You can beat a jab with a hook. You know how? You catch it, then you throw the hook.
That's true.
A counter hook.
Yeah.
So when people say that, I'll be like, hold up. I knocked a lot of people out in professional boxing and amateur boxing from because there was guys like I tell everybody I'm like 5'11", 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah.
And most of the people I fought was like 6'5", 6'6". Every once in a while I get people close to my age. I mean close to my height.
Yeah.
So they throw the jab and I catch it and I slide in, boom, knock them out. So that should be a thing, but it's not implemented right.
Yeah,
that's the words that I keep trying to get us to say. We got to say they didn't implement the right tactics, like for offense or defense.
Yeah.
Because when we say about like, then they're gonna start taking away stuff and dumb it down to like for a casual fan. They're gonna dumb it down. That's why they keep taking certain things away. Because people keep saying, "Oh, he keep it," like people saying jab. Stop jab spamming. You supposed to jab spam.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
That's what I learned when I came to the gym. You jab into your arm for like it's about to fall off.
Yep.
If your opponent leaves himself open for a jab, keep jabbing.
Yep.
Because it's going to set up every other punch that you throw.
Yep, sure is. Even if you got to feint it, even if you got to feint the jab.
Yeah. People be like, "Oh, it's jab spam." I say, stop using them words because they don't have great defense in the game. Yeah. They don't have great defensive tactics in the game.
Yeah.
And one thing, and I hate being this guy. I was looking at what's his name? Showbiz the adult video, and Showbiz, he really I don't know what happened. He became super casual heavy.
Yeah.
He's saying, "Oh, there shouldn't be clinching in boxing at all." Yes, there should be clinching in boxing.
Yeah.
If you get hurt, you'll be an idiot to sit there and still be throwing punches.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
That don't make no sense. If you hurt, you clinch. Or if a person throwing a lot of punches, you clinch to make them reset.
Yep.
Which we don't have in this game.
Yeah, you're right.
Clinching is to reset. A casual fan is gonna say, "No, man, clinching shouldn't be in the boxing game." You know why? Because you don't know boxing. You don't watch boxing.
Yeah.
You're not a boxer.
Yeah. It's no excuse for it.
You think when I was in the ring sparring Shannon Briggs, I would sit there going rock 'em, sock 'em robots? No, I was clinching them. I was clinching them, making them tired and stuff. He got all them big muscles and stuff. I was making him tired. He's struggling to get off.
Yep.
Then I'll push him away. It's up to the referee to stop the clinching.
Yeah, you're right. There's no clinching in Undisputed either. It's on. You can only push your opponent. It ain't no clinching.
Yeah, people don't like tactics. They really don't like to think.
Yeah.
My thing is, let it be a thinking game or give us the options. But boxing is a thinking man's game.
Yeah, it is.
If you don't think, you're going to get your head knocked off.
Yeah.
I would love to have a debate with Showbiz the adult.
Yeah.
I don't forgot more stuff than he know. When he be talking box, I be like, "Yo, man, what are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Then he hit the punching bag and stuff. Oh, don't let me talk about him hitting the punching bag.
Yeah.
And I'm up here like, I should do a video and let my son, take me hitting the punching bag and show him how punching on the bag really looks.
Yeah.
No shade on him, but don't speak for everybody when it comes to a boxing game.
Yeah, you're right.
My thing, I'm not speaking for everybody. My thing is I invite casuals, hybrid, and hardcore fans to be on the show.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Let me see. Where is the realistic fatigue Why can't everyone throw 800 punches a fight with zero technique breakdown?
You talking about for fight night?
Yes.
Okay, well, I mean, like I said, I hate to go here again, but due to the time that it was made in, you know what I'm saying? Like it was probably like, cause I get tired in the game. Like when I'm playing like with heavyweights or with middleweights or with light heavyweights, if I play super middleweight or something like that, I get tired. But I know how to punch in the game to keep myself from getting tired. I know to spam the jab, just like you said, because you're supposed to spam the jab. That's just supposed to be. You're supposed to keep your opponent at bay. You don't want nobody getting inside on you. And if they dip their head down, lift their spirit with uppercut. You know what I mean? Lift their chin with uppercut. You know what I'm saying? Go to the body and stuff and everything. But you know, you're supposed to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I you know what I'm saying? I get why you say that, but it's just like for that time period, it's like that's how it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the game designed for that time period.
Yeah, the game design. Yeah, the game design for that time. Yeah, you right.
That's more fitting to me. Yeah, and then with the jab to the body, people was getting mad about the jab to the body.
Yeah.
Why are you getting mad if somebody jabbing you to the body? You should ask for defensive things to stop a person from jabbing to the body.
Yeah.
My thing is, somebody jab me to the body, I'm knocking them their head straight off.
Yeah.
Because uppercut, or you could throw a right hand because they're going down.
Oh yeah.
Throw the body jab. So they open for a lot of punches.
Yeah.
But you'll think you're so hypnotized by them throwing the body jab, that your thing is you hate that they're doing it.
Yeah.
A body jab's supposed to throw you off.
Yeah, it is.
When Floyd does it, it knocks a person. They like, Dad, now they're trying to rethink what they're gonna do. He hit you to the body. Now you know it knocks you off. You ain't expect that to get hit with that. That's what a body jab is.
Yeah.
People keep trying to make their own logic. And my thing is, the way Steel City originally made the game, it was supposed to teach people how to be a boxing fan.
Yeah.
And I remember Ash repeated my motto. It was my motto. You can make a hardcore fan out of a casual if you build the right game.
That's facts. That's facts. That's real. That's real right there.
I wasn't really a basketball fan. 2K made me a basketball fan.
Mm-hmm.
I started watching basketball because I wanted to. My thing is, especially with the creation mode, I want to make sure the basketball player playing exactly like they playing in real life.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That was always how I looked at sports games.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with everything you're saying, man. Like I said, I think you can throw 800 punches in that game because, like I said, a lot of boxers, I think William Zepeda threw like 800 punches in a fight one time. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of fighters, they throw a lot of punches in. They throw a lot of punches. You know, some boxers have like great punch output volume, and some are more reserved like Shakur, and some more come at you like Tevin Farmer or like a William Zepeda, or maybe like an Arnold Barbosa or somebody like that. They throw punches in volume. Yeah.
Pacquiao threw a lot of punches. See, people get caught up in this. You ain't supposed to be able to throw that many punches. But if this my thing, do research and bring back the data.
Yep.
Boxers throw a lot of punches.
Yeah, they do.
You might not really be paying attention to it, but in that they throwing a lot, probably 800 punches. Jabs might be a little over the top, but in general, boxers throw a lot of punches.
Yeah, they do.
David Tua, who are they? David Tua and Ike Ibuchi.
Yeah.
I think they threw the most punches at that time in boxing.
Yeah.
And they were heavyweights. So people got to stop making up what they think boxing should be. No. Give us what boxing is. And if you want an option to create the game the way you want, then we'll create it. I mean, the company should create it that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. I agree.
Hit you with 7. Why does movement look like gliding instead of stepping, planting, resetting, and pivoting? I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, you got you got me right there. But like I said, it was just in that time, bro. Like that's all they could do in that time. in that time, that's all they could do. They was limited by the time, man. Limited by the time period, man. You know what I'm saying? Limited by the time period. You know what I'm saying? But now the possibilities are endless. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's like if Fight Night, like I told you before, if Fight Night had Undisputed footwork or whatever, it'd still be the best game on the market, but it'd be even better.
Yeah.
But I think, you know what I'm saying? But I think it depends on like it really don't depend on how you play because everybody moves the same. Like all the boxers move the same, except I noticed that like when you're playing is like Muhammad Ali or Joe Frazier moves like kind of like in a sidestepping pattern, and Muhammad Ali is like on his toes and stuff in the game. They did the Ali style the best way they could for that time, but you know, like I said, it was just like the time period, man. It's all they could do for real. You know what I'm saying? It was the best that they could do at that time. So not much to really say on that, but you know, I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm sorry.
Hey, developer. I mean, this is section 2 of my questions. Developer admission versus fans delusion. Not talking about you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you insist? No, hold on. Why do you insist it's a sim when devs literally said it was never supposed to be a realistic simulator? I wrote these questions before we even talk, so it's not. I'm not like.
Yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying, but it's just like I would say it's kind of like a sim and the arcade, but it depends on interpretation, right? Because I think how you play something matters, not as it relates to Undisputed, because you can't do that with that game because Undisputed is out of the question. Like when it comes to sim, because that game's not even finished. Like it don't even have like a base to it. Fight Night is a game you could take the foundation of it and say, if I play this game this way, is it going to feel better? Because there are people that come in the game and spam punch and play Rock'em Sock'em style. But there's guys like me that come in the game. Like for people that seen me play Fight Night, y'all know in the first round, I'm jabbing, I'm moving, I'm seeing what he like to do and stuff. I'm counter punching, I'm sidestepping, you know what I'm saying, getting the feel. Because sometimes they'll press you in Fight Night because that's one thing you told me too, Poe. It's about the AI development. They don't even have an AI developer in the game on Undisputed. And that's why all the opponents, that's why every opponent on Undisputed moves the same. Dog, I promise you, on my father's grave, on the new download, I played Lupe Fiasco versus, I think I had Jamal Charlo. I played, well, I don't know why Lupe is in the game, but whatever, bro. Anyway.
Every time I hear that guy's name, oh, fuck.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's
I don't even want
to.
I don't even, when I just think about it, man, I just don't want to waste my thought energy on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, and we have to be humble. We got that for free. Fuck. Like, this is bullshit, man.
That's why. Because they had to give us some free content. That was strategic. We got to give them some free, but we can't give them like a lot of real boxes because that's money.
They got Bugsy Malone in the game, but to make a long story short, I was playing Jamal Charlo and Lupe Fiasco, and Lupe would sit there and do circles. He would step in a circular pattern for the whole round until I engaged him. He would sit there the whole round and do it, and I backed off of him, and he was just sitting there with his guard up doing circles and stuff, man. And I died laughing, man. I put the controller down and everything. I died laughing, man. But I'm saying all of that. I'm saying all of that to say, like, you got to have like people like that do like the AI in the game, because like when I'm playing Fight Night, I get pressed by some opponents. Some opponents relax off me. Some of them counter and time me on the game. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that is, man. But like I said, realistic or sim, bro, it depends on how you play the game. I don't think it applies to Steel City's game because their game is not, it's done, but it's not done. I think it's done because they've given up on it. And I really feel like the foundation of it, I'm gonna just say it, I really feel like a lot of those people at that company, whoever they are, they don't know how to deal with criticism in a mature way. I really feel like that. I really feel like that. I really feel like if you're gonna aim to be the best at something, criticism comes with being the best at something. LeBron James gets criticized. Steph Curry gets criticized. Jamal Charlo gets criticized. Terrence Crawford gets it. Canelo gets it. If you're going to be great at something, criticism comes with the territory. So if you're going to step on the game in front and say that you're going to be the best boxing game, you brought that label on yourself. You called yourself the best. You said that. And doing that creates a responsibility of doing what greatness calls you to do. Greatness costs what it costs. There's no relaxed phrase with that. In order to be great, you have to do what requires you to be great, which means take criticism, be responsible, do the consistent things, and do the smart things consistently. That's what it is. So, and I really feel like that about them, and they can't do that. So, it's sad, Poe, man. It's sad. It's really sad, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip over some of the questions because you literally answered a lot of the questions that I was gonna ask you.
Yeah.
All right, so nostalgia effect.
Mm.
Are fans defending Fight Night Champion because it's realistic or because it's the only boxing game they had for years?
I think it's because of the legacy that Fight Night created. I think they created a branch of greatness for themselves, because they were the greatest brand. They still are the greatest brand. It's still the greatest game. It's still the greatest game out there. But I think people do. I'm not really gonna say defending it, but I think it's like a sense of pride in the game, which is really defending. But I think it's really a sense of pride in the game, because a lot of people that play Fight Night see Fight Night as the standard. No matter what game comes out, it's always going to compare to Fight Night because of its greatness. If another guy comes in, is when Zion Williamson came out of high school, they said he was going to be the next LeBron James. When I'm trying to think of a great running back that came into the NFL, they said it was going to be the next Barry Sanders. Or if a guy comes in the PGA, he's going to be the next Tiger Woods, because greatness compares to greatness. Potential greatness compares to greatness. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why people defend it, because of the potential of what they saw, Steel City being, or they see Zion being, or they see, whoever the next great gymnast is, the next great swimmer or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because greatness compares. I think that's why people defend the game, is because when you come out with something, especially like a boxing game, we automatically compare it to the greatest game, no matter who's come out. When Round for Round came out, people said, when Round for Round was getting ready to drop, they said, is it going to compare to Fight Night? Undisputed, is it going to compare to Fight Night? You know what I mean? So any game that comes out is going to automatically compare to Fight Night because of the legacy of the thing it built for itself. There was no other game out there that did a story mode like that. I actually got emotionally involved in the game. When I knocked Isaac Frost out, I felt like I did something. You know what I mean? I was happy. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's why people defended this, because of the greatness that it created for itself. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like that, man.
Okay. Yeah, but the story mode, what like kind of sold the game for the copies that did sell. It took them 10 years to sell 1 million copies.
Mm-hmm.
Is nostalgia making people overlook the game's massive limitation?
I mean, depending on what you got to put up with, depending on what you got to put up with in Undisputed, you know what I mean? So I'd rather take the lesser of two evils, man. I think Fight Night is less flawed than what Undisputed is.
Okay, I'll take that. Mm-hmm. Is it possible that Fight Night feels realistic only because the competition was non-existent?
Yeah, I think a little bit of delusion has to be involved, though, right? You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but you know what I mean? I think a little bit of delusion has to be involved. You know what I mean?
You know, EA was scared when Don King Prize Fighter came out.
I didn't know that.
They were extremely scared.
Yeah, I didn't know that, bro. That's crazy.
From behind the scenes that I know, developers are scared. Yeah. And when I was I talked to the 2K developers when they was making it. I hate saying 2K because everybody think 2K made Don King Prize Fighter. They didn't. They published.
Yeah.
So Venom Games, they made Don King Prize Fighter. Now, if Visual Concepts and 2K, I think they would have made a better product.
Mm-hmm.
But their thing was they was trying to test the waters and scare EA, and they scared the mess out of EA.
Yeah.
And then find out what you finding out about them, and I wasn't saying nothing because I was talking to both developers.
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, 2K with the guy that was the head of Venom Games. He was saying that 2K was rushing them.
Yeah.
They brought that game out within a year. Only a year development.
Yeah.
They brought that game out. And I say, for them to do that in a year and still City had 5 years,
yeah, that's
a more complete game.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree with that.
And that's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
But it was crazy. All right, let me do this next question. Do fans confuse good presentation, cinematic cameras, commentary, lighting with realism?
I think it plays a role in creating a realistic experience. I think it's kind of like I think it paints the picture. It sets the foundation of what realism is, because you do want lighting and graphics and stuff in the game. I do feel like that sets the foundation for it. I think that's a big role, a big part of it. That's a very big part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of like graphic fidelity and how a game looks like sets it realism. Like in Starfield uses realistic cinematic lighting to light every world on the game and stuff and everything. Y'all see me play Starfield. Like every world on that game looks completely. There's literally 1,000 different worlds in that. I'm telling you this for a reason. There's literally 1,000 different worlds in that game. Literally 1,000. Every planet sub base has its own sub base. Like every planet, every star system has its own sun and different gravitational pull and different like type of fauna and animals that are in that, you know, type of star system and everything. I'm saying all of that because the lighting, the visual, the gameplays and stuff and everything creates a realistic space, or like, you know what I'm saying, type of experience for the player and stuff. Same thing in a boxing game. The lighting in Fight Night was great for its time. The gameplay in it was great for its time and stuff and everything, but there's no excuse for Undisputed just did a lighting update. You know what I'm saying? They're just now doing that. You know what I mean? All this stuff should have came before you started doing, you know, before you even, you know, put the game together. You know what I'm saying? That should already been a part of the foundation. You know what I mean? So that plays a big role in it, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Did you ever play Boxer's Road?
Boxer's Road?
Yeah, Victorious
No, I never
Boxing.
played that. I think the only boxing games I played is Ready to Rumble and the Fight Night series, and of course this trash Undisputed game.
Okay. Did you ever see videos on it?
Yeah.
No, I never seen videos on it.
Yeah, for its time, it looked decent, even though it was like a little over the top.
Yeah.
If they would have slowed down the animations and everything, it was a great boxing game.
Yeah.
Back then, that was like 20 years ago, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
They had get up animations.
Yeah.
This is stuff I'm like, 20 years ago, they had get up animations. Right where you got, wherever you drop, that's where you got up, and the referee start counting. He tell the other boxer to go to the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, a lot of these things that still see saying that they having a hard time with, they didn't have a hard time with. They just didn't add it.
Yeah,
because when you don't have a referee or certain things, it stops the flow of the game.
Yeah, it does. How's that not a referee in the game or whatever? Like he's sitting outside, like y'all will be all right. You know, like
then he hit boys and he run in the house, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's sitting outside, the referee outside when you can't clinch in the game and stuff. That game's missing so many things, man. The potential of that game, man. If that game, I really feel like this though. I really feel like if Undisputed passed their game off to EA and collaborated with EA, it'd be the best boxing game ever.
Oh, for sure.
Ever.
I hate making this comparison, but I just started playing UFC 5.
Yeah. I love it. I like UFC 5. I like it.
Oh my! Two things went through my head. It's like, one, this is the team that was making the Fight Night champion. Yeah. Now we're seeing like 5 years or 10 years there what Fight Night champion can have been, because the modes they have, like the online career modes, the lighting, the presentation, it does everything. But it just makes Undisputed like really look like really low level. Everything about it, man.
Yeah, dude. And they're always bringing up their numbers. Well, we sold this many copies. Well, let me ask you this, right? If you put out Undisputed 2, will people be able to trust that game? I'm not buying it until I see.
I gotta see. I gotta see people play for at least a
You gotta
week
make
or
a
a month.
believer out of me. You gotta make a believer out of me. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to make a believer
It's gonna
out of
take
me.
at least a month.
Yep.
It's gonna take a month or at least 2 weeks.
What the hope is they're not just gonna just port this game from Unity and give us the same shit show on Unreal without no enhancements, nothing. You know what I mean? That's like the worst thing that could happen.
Yeah, that's the worst that could happen. Yeah, they need to rebuild this game. The coding of the game is what's really messing it up and stuff. I don't think they had the right people doing the coding for the game. Could they even get the right people to do that? You know what I'm saying? Could anybody even trust being in that type of environment where it's kind of like how, like, if you live in an apartment complex and you only got one maintenance man, but he always at somebody else's apartment, and you be like, hey, I need help over here. You know what I'm saying? But he can't because he always helping somebody else. They need multiple people doing the coding in the game. They need a team of coders. They need 10, 15, 20 coders or whatever that can go over and review each other's work and say, okay, you did this right. You know what I'm saying? They need that.
Yeah, that's why I was saying I would have been an asset to this. I'm an asset to this team. Yeah. I know that you got to have at least 3 or 4 people on each part of the game.
Yep.
But what they're doing is they got. I think when they say 70 developers, that's like, you know, the janitor and everybody like that. Yeah. Like they call everybody a developer now in the studio.
Yeah.
But I think that's the whole staff. Mm-hmm. But I think they probably got like 20, 25 people working on the game, actual game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not enough. That's not enough, man.
And they should be breaking these teams off into, you know, 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
And their thing is they don't want boxers in the studio no more. You know, shout out to Jay Shep and I forget the other guy name, the other community manager who knows some boxing.
Yeah.
My thing is they need boxers in the studio like they had in the beginning. You could tell boxers was in the studio in the ESBC.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because when I was playing the game, I was like, oh, you know, I always tell the story. I was like, I'm not an online guy, but I love, you know, playing online the way that the ESBC game was set up.
Right.
And their thing is they got, because it's this coach's name, Coach Anthony. He's a famous YouTuber and trainer.
Uh-huh.
And he gave Ash his number and told Ash to call him. He said, call me and make sure you got my number. So he said, Ash called him. But I said, that was Hollywood. You know how in Hollywood they say, I give you a call, you give them your number, and they say, I give you a call, call you back. That's what Ash did. Ash should have been straight up and, you know, stop being, because I look at Ash as scary. He's scared of everything.
Yeah.
He don't want to make no mistakes. He don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But he should have been like, nah, we're going a different direction. We don't need you here. He should have told him that.
Yeah, he should have. Yeah.
I know he probably would have cursed Ash out, but he should have told him that.
Yeah, he should have. That's the worst he can do is cuss him out. That's the worst he can do. It'd be like, why should you do this? And let that man say what he got to say and go on about your day. Do what you really wanted to do. Now he finds himself in a situation where the situation has obviously been manipulated by people who really don't know what direction the game is headed in. If I went in the Discord right now and I asked the dev, what direction is this game headed in? 99%, they probably say they don't know. Nobody knows what direction the game is going in. Nobody knows what updates they're going to put in the game. Nobody knows what's going to go on with it. I think, to be honest with you, if it was me, Poe, if all of us were on the team and I saw what I would cancel out of the game. I would say, thanks for playing. We're working on Undisputed 2. I hate that we disappointed you guys. We can't fix desync, deal with the fallout, and do better. But because that's where you got yourself at now. This is the bed. This is the bed that they made, and you got to lay in it.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna give you this final. I have more questions, but you're kind of answering them. So I'm gonna give you this final hot seat question. If Fight Night Champion were released today in 2025 in the condition it was back then, would anyone honestly call it realistic, or would it be torn apart the same way Undisputed is now?
It'd be torn apart because you talking about if it looked the same.
Yes,
If it was the
everything that
same,
it
if it's the
is.
same base game,
Yes,
and they put it out now,
yes.
it still sell because they compared to what
But you
Undisputed.
think it's gonna hit that million sales mark? Like,
Yeah, because there are
Undisputed?
more. I feel like there are more boxing fans now than it was back then. Boxing has a more. They have a wider advertising platform now than it was back then. I think it'd sell over 1 million, even if it was like that, because nowadays there are better ways to advertise stuff. Like I can literally scroll on my phone on the gram and see advertisements for stuff. Back then you couldn't do that. You know what I mean? So I feel like the
Yeah.
advertising of the game would help the game sell. I think they'd have a wider platform. I hadn't even seen an Undisputed commercial on TV. I saw Fight Night commercials though. Everybody, you remember that Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali commercial from Fight Night Round 4?
Yeah.
That came on
I got
TV.
I got the videos first.
That was on TV.
Like a month first.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but,
I think it
but
sells.
I think
it sells.
But I think you're gonna still have that fan base there because Fight Night didn't sell that well. You still got them fans that's really like they still saying the same thing.
Right.
I think they would still be pushing Fight Night to be better than what it was. But today, but I think I don't know if this is what you're thinking. You keep thinking about modern day, the old game.
Right.
Because I think the old game will not. It was. I think we still could be complaining about Fight Night Champion because it doesn't have what we want. We've been asking for. I sent still. I mean, EA 500-page wish list.
Right.
And a lot of fans were excited about that.
Yeah.
And then when EA didn't bring me back because they know how critical I was. Mm-hmm. I went to Fight Night Round 4 event for Fight Night Champion. I was like, why y'all not? They say, no, Paul, we're not gonna. We decided not to let you come. Yeah, because they could not break me. They could not get me to agree with their decisions.
Right.
Because I know all the decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the developers on my side, but the community managers, the administrators and all that, they wasn't against me. They was against me. Because when I went to EA Fight Night Champion 4 event, the whole team knew me. When I went up there, they're like, where Poe at? They was looking for me. Where Poe at? Oh, you Poe. And that stuff like that. So they know they knew how I was. Yeah. And I think that's the same thing with Steel City.
Right.
They know how I am. That's why they banned me on certain things. Like even Ash. I was saying it before. Ash on every social media, he unfriended me.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Ash he actually used to, even with the emails, I emailed him like, yo, Ash, I got this person that want to be in the boxing game. He's like, all right. And he'll talk to me.
Right.
Now everything got to go through Will.
Right.
And from my intel, everything goes through Will.
Yeah.
This was somebody that was at the event.
Mm-hmm.
Everything goes through Will. Ash always say, you gotta ask Will, or Will knows it. He like going through Will. I'm like, yo, that's your game.
Yeah, you're right, 100%. 100%. You're right.
Or you get the more people that's more functionally that has your vision on the team. Will didn't have Ash's vision.
Yeah.
He had a different vision than what Ash had.
Yeah.
And he keeps saying, and he keep putting in Ash's mind that realism doesn't sell. And I'm like, we went through this 10 and 15 years ago. how do you get that data? Where that data come from that realism doesn't sell when no company ever made a realistic boxing game? The what's called the video we saw, the ESBC video that got 1 million views, that shows that realism will sell.
Yeah, it will.
It wasn't because people were starved.
Yeah.
It wasn't because people were starved for a boxing game, because they did not know those boxers.
Yep.
I could see they had the video, they had Pacquiao or had Muhammad Ali. They had 2 boxers the casual fans did not know.
Yep, because I damn sure didn't know who Lawrence Okoli or Lyndon Arthur was at the time. I damn sure didn't know
Eddie Hall.
I ain't know nothing about them. I ain't know nothing about them.
Or Eddie Hall.
Yep, I didn't know who they were. I didn't know who they were, bro.
And when you see Eddie Hall, you say, well, he's boxing like how a person that really don't know how to box at that time.
Yep.
So I'm like, that was sold people on the game.
Yeah.
People boxers, when I was on my Twitter line, they was like, wow, this is gonna be the most realistic boxing game ever.
Yeah, I was hyped about ESBC too. I was hoping that they would put that game out, but then this rumor started circulating that they were gonna change the game up and stuff and everything. And I was like, why are they gonna change the game up and stuff? Like, it's because it's limited on console or for PC or something like that. And then they went a totally different direction. But ESBC was shaping up to be it was shaping up to be a great game. It was shaping up to be great. And then they abandoned ship and stuff. And for whatever reason they did that, we'll never know, because they're not gonna put it out there or whatever. But I really wish they would decide what they're gonna be, because no matter this is the thing. No matter what they do or how avoidant they want to be of the destiny, at some point you have to make a choice as to what you want to be. Either you're gonna be somebody that takes the criticism that comes with making a boxing game, or you're just gonna sit back and do the same stuff that you've been doing. And we see the result of that. You know what I mean? You got to make a choice at some point. So I think they need to make a choice to say, look, we can take this criticism now and deal with it, and just make a better game, and then show people why they should buy this game, even if they don't trust it. Because when the right voice comes along and they vouch for that game being great, a lot of people are going to follow ship. And you can still sell. Just admit that you made. All I want to do is just admit that they made a mistake. Say that you sold. Say that you sold the people. Say that you sold the people. Say that you messed up, and own up to it. Don't run from responsibility.
Yeah, somewhat the owner, he somewhat said they made a mistake.
Yeah.
But then he came right around and like try to make an excuse.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Why now these my questions. I'm done with you with the hot seat. All right. Why didn't SCI secure the right technology from the start? And my answer is, they began the project with small studio tools. Zen expanded the scope without upgrading their tech staff. Ash wanted realism, but the studio didn't invest in it.
Right.
Advanced locomotion, punch generation systems, physical blending, style templates. See, that's the thing. The style templates. That's the thing. When he keeps saying it's gonna break something if we change the boxing, because you got everybody on the same system.
Things,
2K doesn't have that.
Yeah.
They could literally, like tomorrow, they could go and fix something that is not right on a basketball player.
Yeah.
And that's what Steel City, they need somebody on the team for that.
Mm-hmm.
Realistic time, realistic formation of the faces and stuff.
Yeah.
They took that out. They had that. They took it out.
Yeah.
Because they trying to make that excuse like, oh, the BBC was saying that it was too graphic, it's glorifying violence.
Violence, yeah.
I did my research. It didn't say anything like that. It's on them.
You know what, too? You know what, too? It's big time bullshit too, because I played UFC. If you want to talk about glorified violence, man, they got it all there.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
And that's an EA game. So that means whoever. At one point, I thought CSI was just kind of peddling that stuff because they wanted to create like an esports league. But then I realized, no, it's just bullshit. It's just, I don't know, whatever. It's whatever think. What do you call it, like a think tank inside of CSI right now? It's full of shit right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was the hunger for a boxing game that got them. If I walk through a village, with a pack of oranges or whatever, even the people in that village don't eat oranges, they're gonna want one because they're hungry. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's what it is. You know what I mean? That's the same. That's the metaphor to describe what's going on with SCI and stuff, man. That's really what it is, man. It's the fact that people just wanted another boxing game, and that's why they sold the way they did. They put the graphics on it. They didn't show us much gameplay from it. Up to that point, nobody really saw any true gameplay from it. But we trusted the trailers and stuff and everything, and look where that got us. You know what I'm saying? So here we are. You know.
And let me see, high-end body tracking and AI biomechanic solvers. They don't have that on the team.
No, they don't.
These tools are industry standards today.
Yep.
What Ash really wanted versus fans like Poe wanted.
Mhm.
What technology did Ash Habib originally want for Undisputed? A. Ash early vision required 1024 level motion capture fidelity. I think that team is not working on the development anymore.
They're not.
Think they own a percentage. I think they're like only like certain boxes and stuff, but still them certain boxes don't really look high quality like they looked at in the ESBC version of the game.
Yep.
You know how you could tell who they gave up? What version of Unity that they're running this game on right now? The last thing I saw is they're running it on Unity 20 point whatever. I don't know which version it is. Does anyone know what the current version is?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I should have did my research for that too.
So the last thing I saw in 2023, they're running version 20 point, but I don't know what comes after the X. But the thing is, prior to that, the game never had ragdoll physics, or the engine didn't have the ability to do it. But you know what? Yeah. But if you notice something now, when they came out with that version, when they came out the 2.0 patch and the one that came after it, they're talking about this whole idea about the punches being more impactful.
Right.
Are they achieving that? If they're not actually implementing ragdoll physics in the game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so the thing is, if they're on the version that supports it, they're not doing it then.
No,
but they're writing bullshit. They're writing bullshit narratives, fooling the community that we're creating more impactful punches, impactful this. No, you're not.
Yeah, because that engine is limited. That Unity engine is limited, man. I don't think they should have ran it. I think they should have ran it on Unreal from the beginning, because Fortnite just updated to the Unreal Engine 5. You know, the finals game runs off of the Unreal Engine 5. You know what I'm saying? And it's so fluent, and it's so graphically gifted, bro. And it makes for great gameplay. But that Unity engine, man, Football Manager 26 runs off the Unity engine, but that's a soccer game. So you know what I'm saying? It's different from boxing and soccer games and stuff, though, man. But I think that's the wrong engine, man. I think they fucked up with the engine, man. I do.
My point is they can't make it more impactful. There's nothing else to do. All they're doing is trying to make it's the animation and the artists now how to make a knockdown look impactful, but they don't have the fit. They're not using it, and they never updated the engine to get to the newer versions. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I think it's somewhat you were saying earlier. It's the coding. You know, shout out to Aimbot. It got a little bit to do with the coding and stuff. Because if they had great animations and everything, nobody would be complaining about the graphics in general.
Exactly.
They will wait for the next game. They will. All right, we waiting for now. Y'all can build on that. But it's the people that they hire. And I heard that they had like at least 10 people there that don't know anything about boxing or what they're doing.
Yeah,
they're learning on the job. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's really crazy. We just gonna learn as we go, bro. Well, we mess up, we'll mess up. Like, damn, that's crazy, man. You supposed to already come to the door knowing how to do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Imagine
like Who's the hiring person? They should be like on these people. They should know better, but they don't care.
Yeah. Imagine you take your car to get it fixed and you get a mechanic that say, he be like, hey man, this is my first day on the job, bro, but I'm gonna figure out what's going on with your car.
Yeah. That's a good example.
You know
That's exactly.
So
You're
that's the
right.
same
That's a
thing,
good
man.
example.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the same thing, man. It's sad, bro. It's sad.
When I was talking about what technologies did Ash really want for Undisputed, dynamic footwork and balance systems. The footwork was great in the beginning.
Yeah.
Just little tweaks. Like I was saying, the game was in the beginning looked great. It just needed tweaks, little tweaks, refine, certain things. But then it's like they just went left. The punch weight transfer physics. That was a big argument with everybody. The punch weight, it didn't feel like the punches actually had weight to them, like people was pillow fighting at that time.
Do we actually have it now in Undisputed? Because not until I played UFC the other day, when I felt I could feel it in UFC 5. When I go back to Undisputed, I'm not feeling that, man.
Yeah. Well, EA, they're gonna make sure because they put a little push on it, that little arcade little push to it. They like be super graphic, like the face distort, and
man,
all that other stuff, like a little over the top, but it's just enough. Let me see. True boxer style DNA templates. Don't have that.
We don't have that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That would have been great. That would have been incredible. That would have been a credible addition to this game.
Yeah, I agree.
Let me see. High speed reaction data. What you think? Oh yeah, like, trying to figure out what that high speed reaction, like like when you punch somebody and they're able to react to it,
like reaction.
Like that?
You mean like reaction to it? Like they don't have that on Undisputed. They don't possess the technology for that type of I think for something like that, it's the difference between your mind, Poe. Because I got to put this out there. It's the difference between your mind and how their mind works. Their mind works on the front of, if we just give you, if we dress our pig up and put it in a dress, it's gonna look good, but it's still a pig. You know what I'm saying? Your mindset is, I'm trying to make a great product. Like, I don't care about the boxers in the game. I don't care about having licenses from DAZN or Riyadh Season, whatever. I'm trying to make a great quality boxing game. I really feel like if somebody like yourself made a generic boxing game, bro, with no boxers that we ever heard of, but because of the detail, because you do the small things correctly and consistently, it'd be one of the greatest games. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between your mind and their way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why like everything between you and Steel City has fallen the way that it has, because operating like that, and I don't know how you feel, AJ, being like that, bro, takes a certain level of commitment. You have to be committed. You have to be committed in a strong way to that type of clarity and to that type of like fidelity in a game. And I think a lot of their hearts probably aren't committed to that type of detail because it takes too much work that their work ethic won't allow them to do. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
But it's also too, they don't have good solution guys there. That's also part of the problem too.
Yeah. 100%.
They got yes men and they got people leaning on Will. Will has too much say so.
Yeah.
His job technically doesn't entail him being over everybody, but he's over everybody.
Mm-hmm.
He don't have the experience for his position, but Ash being as nice as he is, he gave him that position.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have never took that. I wouldn't have never took that job. I was like, nah, man, let me work toward it.
Yeah. I wouldn't even work at that company. Hey, man, you want to come work for SCI? Nah, bro, I'm good.
No, at the time you probably would. At the time before they start, like you found
Yeah,
out
if I
what the
didn't
game
know,
was.
yeah, if I didn't
Yeah,
know, I'd be like, shit. But if I had, they wanted to hire me now, hey man, come be a content creator for us. Hell no, I'm good,
yeah,
bro. I'm chilling.
yeah. I was the content creator. I left. I said, nah, man,
Yeah,
because they gave me a free game and everything.
yeah,
And when was the last time I played the game? Probably like 4 years ago.
yeah,
That tells a lot of people. Like, you need to play the game. You'll know what me playing the game is not going to make the game change. Everybody
yep,
think me playing the game is going to make the game change. They
yep,
be like, Poe, you don't know. You don't play the game. So I have like a million people complaining about the game, or I see videos of people complaining about the game, but me playing it gonna make the game better. I don't see the logic in that.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. You right though.
Contextual KO physics.
Nah, same get up animation, same
Yup.
same same ragdoll effect and stuff. That's non-existent with that game, yo. Fight
Yeah.
night is different because
KO.
on fight night, wherever I knock you down at in the ring is where you get up at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
And yo, on Fight Night didn't even have ragdoll physics.
yeah,
Exactly. Yup. They didn't have ragdolls in that version of the Fight Night series. They didn't
yeah,
have it. Let me see. 360-degree defensive mechanism. We was talking about that earlier.
yeah. You talking about the
Gotta have
blocking?
more defensive options and stuff.
Yeah, you
It's
do.
not so much like even with Beast be saying he want the 6-axis defense,
Defense, yeah,
and I agree with that being in the game, but every boxer doesn't use that tactic.
yeah. You
You
right.
got boxers that actually do up and down. They do up and down defenses. So
Yeah.
that should be an option for that boxer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm
Every
saying.
boxer should fight the way you want them to fight.
Yep.
They should fight the way they originally fight. I
Yeah.
don't want to see somebody like Mike Tyson using 6-axis blocking because Tyson didn't use
Didn't do that.
6-axis
Yeah.
blocking.
He didn't do that. Yeah.
So then
100%.
you taking away from Tyson's style.
Yeah.
So
100%.
what would be the in between then?
What
What would be the compromise then for 6-axis or 6 points?
No, it should be options to, like, if you pick the character, it should be exactly like the boxer. It should be exactly his boxing style or what he can actually do. Far as you might have somebody like Zab Judah or let me see. My mind blank. There's so many boxers that they use the Philly shell or certain styles, or they have their hybrid styles. But
Yeah.
Mike Tyson, he didn't never use a Philly shell. So now you giving him 6-axis blocking. Now Tyson fighting like he don't fight. And
Yeah.
that's
What I'm
not
saying.
authentic to me.
Yep.
So we got to give, I agree that 6-axis blocking should be in the game.
Yeah.
100%. But don't force all boxers to use that style.
Yeah. I agree. I like how it is. Like I'm not ashamed to admit it. I like how the blocking scheme is on Fight Night or whatever because of the animation pole. I replayed it. I've been in the replay and I've shown like how the punches like will like go off the elbow, like he'll turn towards the punch where it's coming from in the body, and he'll block it with his elbow and stuff and everything, and the punches will slide off and everything. I like it. I'm more of an auto block type of person, like because I think with 6-axis or whatever, man. It's so you got to be so meticulous with that because every boxer's speed is gonna be different. So if the 6-axis don't move how the player wants to move, then they're gonna say it's flawed because they're gonna think that this person. That's why I like auto blocking because in auto blocking, if you got the animation there to block a certain punch that's coming in, it's gonna do it. But it shouldn't block it all the time. Like some punches should get through and some shouldn't. Some should and some shouldn't, like it do on Fight Night. But I'm saying I think the blocking scheme on Fight Night is one of the best I've ever seen, even in the Philly shell, because I've highlighted that too in the Philly shell, like how he turns his hand away from like where the punch is coming from, like he'll put his guard up, like where the punch is coming from and stuff and everything. I think I like that, man. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I agree and I disagree because with when you use the so-called auto block, you're manipulating it. But when auto block is literally blocking for you. But with you, you're doing different things with that the auto block doesn't actually does.
Right.
When you do the free shell, you're manipulating that movement.
Right.
But when people say I don't want the auto block, they don't want it. So somebody throw a jab, your hands automatically go up here. Somebody throw a body shot, your hands automatically go down here.
Yeah.
They don't want that. That's what a lot
Yeah.
of people don't want. They want you to be able to block it. Hey, he about to hit me with a body shot. You know, I'm gonna block that so I can
Yeah.
counter. Because if you're letting it auto block your body, you can't counter fast enough.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You're right. But I'm saying I'm just a fan of it myself, though. I'm just a fan of I'm a fan of like the blocking scheme on. But I feel like if it's done the right way, then you can implement.
I respect your opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, authentic rhythm and timing. That's basically what I was kind of saying. Authentic rhythm and timing. Yeah, that's basically what I was talking about. So I don't have to like really dig into that.
Mm-hmm.
Transition animations for every movement state. That's technically what I was saying. Transitions, you should be able to. The transitions doesn't look right in the game. Like the movement, it's missing. It's like the game is missing animations.
Yeah.
Like that's why I be rubber banding. Some people be saying the game rubber bands. That's why rubber bands here. It's an animation, then it stops, and then it connects. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
That's why the Pacquiao DLC is playing so good right now. The rubber banding, so it plays like him.
Yeah.
And that's
yeah.
It works for Pacquiao, you know what I mean? But just because how do you create that effect?
Yeah, I didn't buy that. I didn't buy the DLC, man. I deleted Undisputed off my console, man. I'm never playing that game again. I'm never playing that game again, yo. I'm never.
No, you gotta play. No, it's still. Hey, let me tell you something, man. When I just started playing UFC, man, the UFC 5 is online career mode. It's addictive. Undisputed career mode, offline or even the online play, there's nothing, man. It's just it's dry.
Bare bones.
It's dry.
Yeah, it is.
And it's triple. And we're paying AAA money for that shit. It's dry. Fuck.
Yeah, $87, man. Down the drain.
And the career mode is bare bones.
Yeah.
I made a whole different site for the creation mode. And when I seen that they weren't like really, investing in the creation mode, I left that site alone.
Yeah.
You should have seen how much time I put in that site.
Yeah,
I was getting every boxes that I was going to create. I had over 200 boxes at that point, but then I stopped. I said, I'm wasting my time.
Yeah, with them because they're not gonna listen.
Because my other site is called Fight Night Creations. It was doing good.
Mm-hmm.
I think up to this day it's still doing good. I don't know how the Fight Night series is working out now, but people were still going to that site. All right. What technology have hardcore fans like Poe been asking for decades? Fans have been begging for weight shifting punches, hips, shoulders, hands, slips, rolls, and pivots that match real timing.
Mm-hmm.
Foot planting, your foot locks or unlocks strikes. Authentic clinching transition. No clinching at all. The transition. That's why I keep saying when people say, I don't want clinching in the game. It's gonna slow the game down. By you saying you don't want clinching in the game, that shows your boxing fandom.
Yeah.
Because clinching, it has more than what people keep saying. Oh, he keep clinching, he keep holding. You can stop a person from clinching.
Jab him or push him away.
I'm gonna tell. I know. I told this tell the story a lot. I got a good example because I was a puncher, a hard puncher when I boxed.
Yeah.
And what was the guy? The guy was 6'6". So I know his trainer told him this. You're the taller guy. Clench and lean on him. That makes you tired.
Yeah.
So he took my legs. My legs is like wobbling and stuff. I was in the,
Yeah.
I think the third round. My legs were wobbling. I was like, oh man. So
Yeah.
now I gotta think, how am I gonna beat this guy? Because I don't want to be too stationary because then he's gonna get me. He's gonna hit me with the 1-2.
Mm-hmm.
So I was clinching him to make him tired, but by him clinching the way when he clinched and leaned on me.
Yeah.
So I felt like I was coming in. He went to grab for me. I wasn't there. I threw overhand. Boom! Knocked him out.
Yeah.
Before he hit the ground. Boom! He was out. So that's what clinching. See, people keep thinking clinching. Oh, clinching gonna make the game. It's gonna be annoying. People gonna be over clinching. There's ways to stop clinching.
Yeah, it is. Like I feel like there are things to like. I feel like in a sport, the sport should have what it has. Like it shouldn't be like, oh, we're gonna implement clinching. We're gonna put it should already be there. We're gonna implement a referee in the ring. It should already be there. You know what I mean? That's a part of the sport. You don't catch soccer games saying, oh, next month we're gonna put a ball in the game. It should already be there. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this shit, it should have been there, man. That's all I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Yo, what's that soccer game that came out recently? It's called Rematch.
Yeah, Rematch. Yeah, I love that game, and I played that. Yeah, I played.
You love that game, but that's not a real soccer game. That's the funny thing about it. So the comparison is that's what I feel like Undisputed is borderline. They're just like Rematch. They didn't want to bring that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's missing all. It's like you're creating a new kind of I don't know. You're not playing soccer. You're hitting it off an imaginary wall, doing shit that would never happen in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, and it's still and like I said, but to me it's enjoyable. I enjoy Rematch when I played it.
Okay.
I played for about a month and I said I got enough of it.
Yeah,
but hey, but here's the joke. When Rematch first came out, it said they were on season 0. It only took them, I think, 4 months or 5 months to hit season 1. And to this day, Undisputed is still on season 0.
Season 0, yeah, unbelievable.
Signs of a scam and a ripoff.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy because that was one of the things Ash was saying when I talked to him. He's like, yeah, the game gonna have seasons and stuff like that. That's probably what Ash wanted. But once he got Will, the publishers, and the investors, they had another thought.
Mm-hmm.
And that's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Let me see. Realistic stamina and fight decay.
Yeah, the stamina sucks in Undisputed, man. Cause you got to put the stamina on 0.5 just to be able to withstand, not be tired coming out the first round and stuff and everything.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I'm experimenting with the stamina on that game a lot in that game, man. That game is so it's the intricate parts of the game that they need to improve. And so like the stamina isn't even good in the game. Your stamina can be 100 and your guy's still gonna get tired, but the CPU stamina is round 9 and he's still fresh. He on 100%.
Yeah, that's something else. That's that goes back to how bad the AI in the freaking game is because it's like if you're playing offline, you put on undisputed difficulty level.
Yeah.
There's no point of playing. It's like nothing happens. It's just you're just hitting an invincible. It's basically an invincible boss you're fighting.
Yep, it is. It's an Elden Ring boss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know what? And you know how you beat that guy? That's how you learn how to glitch and exploit. So you have all these guys who are playing the game on undisputed difficulty level, but they're not really boxing. They're just figuring how to sap the computer's energy to win. It's nearly impossible even to knock them out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, let me see. There's some questions in the YouTube. Let me see. Boxers specific rhythm patterns. That's another thing. They highlight Emmanuel Augustus and Pacquiao. Say, oh, he fight like Manny Pacquiao. Not really. They just give him certain things that make you think Pacquiao or Emmanuel Augustus, because Emmanuel Augustus did the whole fight do them craziness that he does.
Yeah, doing all them dance antics and stuff and everything. Yeah. Emmanuel like he was playing DDR in the ring. It was crazy.
Yeah. That's why people that's the fan base that likes that stuff. And they like, Whitaker. Oh, even with Ben Whitaker. Yeah, and a lot of people they keep saying like Steel City first when they start they were getting MMA fighters in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But those were placeholders.
Yeah.
When they went to get investors and stuff, they had to have them so it could look like the game was fleshed out.
Yeah.
Now, them guys might, like, far as contract, they probably say, man, I was waiting too long. I don't want to be a part of the game no more. That's what's happening with the roster in general.
Yeah.
Steel City is losing a lot of their roster because people, like, it's been 5 years and I'm not in the game yet. What's going on? Now they got to renegotiate.
Yeah.
And that's what I was telling people. A lot of people don't understand that. I do.
Yeah.
People love to say, "Po, you're not in the industry." I technically was.
Yeah. I believe you, bro, because like I said, you got way too much experience. You know what I'm saying? You know far too much to, you know what I'm saying, be you know what I'm saying, playing around and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You've been there, you know what I'm saying? I know it. It's showing your work ethic too. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You good in my book, bro.
Yeah. Dynamic hurt reactions. We don't really have that in the game.
Don't have that either. Because everybody falls the same in that game.
Yeah. But do you remember in the ESBC version you get hit and you wobble?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I remember Conor Ben got hit and he started running, but he was off balance and he was like wobbling.
Yeah,
we don't have that no more, do we?
Yeah. In version 1.0, that was when they first introduced it, and then they took it out, and we never got it back. Now they're slowly introducing some of the different kind of stunt animations, but that one, a lot of it you don't see since version 1.0.
Yeah, version one was probably like the best version of like that game, minus like the online. I don't play online. I'm not an online player. So all my action is gonna be against the AI or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
and their thing is they don't want that thing is they don't want the offline to be that good. And that's crazy because if this is what I be saying, when people don't do their data, you gotta do research. Because people keep saying the online mode has the most players. No, it doesn't.
Nah.
Because you know what they do, and I found this out. When they add online players, they add phone game data. Of course, you're gonna be online. You got a phone.
Yeah.
So they add that data together to make the amount look bigger.
Yeah.
But when you really look at it, it's about the same, if not more, for the offline, because when people work, have jobs and stuff, they don't want to be bothered with online.
Yeah.
Come on, they want to relax. So somebody want to relax. They want to play offline. They want a career mode. They want to experience, the career mode and stuff. They want to experience creations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, who the heck is doing their hiring? I did a blog about that. Who's doing their hiring? Makes no sense. I said if I was there, I would have known all the people they need to hire.
Yeah.
It's common sense. You could technically look it up or talk to other developers.
Yep.
Do you know there's a such thing as a combat engineer?
That's a position.
People don't know that.
I saw it.
That's a job, but Steel City doesn't have that.
Yeah, that's probably why the game. That's probably why I play like it do then.
Yeah, because they take more time and they focus on getting every little movement and everything right. Yeah. They don't have a combat engineer in the game or developer.
Yeah.
I talked to a guy, he did the animations for a couple of games, but he said, I would love to do a boxing game. I said, well, I could give you the the information for the owner of the game because I'm not a part of the team. Everybody always thought I was part of the team. Like when I talk to the developer, they say, you talk about this game like it's your game.
Yeah.
I said, no, it's not my game. I said, I'm just passionate about it.
Yeah.
I want this game to succeed. A lot of people think I don't want this game to succeed. No, I want it to succeed, but I'm not going to accept what it is.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to. Yeah, you shouldn't.
True AI tendencies. We talked about that quite a few times. Yeah, tendencies was always my idea.
Yeah.
Like since back in, I could go back 15 years. I was always a fan of tendencies, capabilities, attributes, traits.
Yeah.
And my thing is, and this gonna blow everybody's mind. Nowadays, AI can add all these in the game in less time. Because their thing is, it's gonna take us forever to put all those tendencies and traits and everything in the game. No, it's not. I already did the data on it. It's gonna only take about 2 to 3 months to add. If you wanted 1,000 tendencies in the game, even though I'm talking about, we get a portion of it, and they have their own tendencies behind a wall.
Yeah,
it could be added.
Yeah, 100%.
Within that small frame of time. They keep saying, no, that's going to take too long to do. Yeah, it takes too long for the people that don't know, that you can keep telling them.
Yeah.
It can be added. Boxer identity system. They don't really like make the boxer seem like the boxer really have.
That's who you're really fighting with and stuff. They don't really have that.
Yeah, man. They don't. It's not like nothing like real about it.
It's really like
I seen more. Yeah, I saw more realism in when they do the trailers of the boxers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like was Wilder and Tyson Fury. I seen more. They looked it better in the trailers.
Yeah,
because it's staged. That's why they staged it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
CGI.
Yeah.
But that goes back and it comes down to the person, how the person thinks when they're playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
100%.
Let me see. Simple layman's breakdown: technology needed to build a real boxing simulation. I know when people hear simulation, they think the extreme.
Yeah.
My thing, like I'm telling people, I'm not, when I say simulation, I'm not being extreme about what boxing should be in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it was extreme, it should be an option.
Yeah.
But everybody always be like, oh man, you want that simulation. What we gonna do? We gotta make sure he walk a certain way and stuff. Come on, man, stop. You're doing that on purpose to deflect from the real situation.
Yeah, you're right though.
Let me see. Motion caption. That's the motion cap and body scanning. They have better technology for the motion caption and technology. Like
I think they should do.
Yeah, people keep saying that they can't add boxers who's too old or they're no longer here. No, they got something that's called AI. What is it called? It's AI something. I had it written down. Procedural locomotion system.
There's a company that does that, but yeah, they could take any video.
Yeah.
And then it'll scan it and it'll figure out the patterns and stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Just on video.
Yeah, so it's like an adaptive pattern thing.
Yeah. And it makes the box